differently here and there. Maybe. I just haven't thought of coming to my private sessions. Scheduler, then we have a shop here. I just don't promote myself ever, so the site made some changes. Yeah, I took off the social part of it. I was going to do other things with it, but I'm going to hold off. Yeah, it's the life space. We're just going to do something different with it, but instead I'm going to talk about crypto. Why? Because aliens are boring. Spirituality is boring. Secret space program is boring. Secret space program is funny how secret it is, but it's all over the internet. If it's so secret, how is that working exactly? Because it's not secret at all. A good portion of it's a cult and all that, and mind control. And, so there's a lot of worries about the Monday. I don't know, I think it's all just social media creation. But anyway, I'm going to use this opportunity. I'm going to talk about the crypto stuff here and there, or the stock market here and there, because I'm pretty much bored of everything else. And maybe I'll give my channel some life again, because it's pretty much dead at this point. And I'll still go into other things that'll make people angry and whatever. So I probably won't go anywhere, but we'll see. Like, society's basically programmed. My ex account will probably go down to 0 followers. For some reason, not that matters. Yeah, it's kind of a joke there. But I'm going to go also to the, like Iran is, at least if I talk about the stock market and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into like super detail. I'm not going to make that my whole spiel here. Might be some cryptos I'll talk about here and there. Just because everything else is boring. Everything. I don't want to be a robot here, so there's not much here to work with. If you're not part of the robot society, there's not much here you can, what do you do? They don't allow, there's no exit to get out of here. It's like, okay, well, I've seen this, and okay, good for them. I'll be leaving now. Nope, still here. So I might as well make the best of it, whatever that means. Watch everyone live the best of it, and the rest of us are just existing for whatever reason. I'll go into more of that in a second. But yeah, there's a lot of panic, at least in the crypto market. But they're trying to build up the crypto market because it's kind of stagnant. So, usually it's I forget the name of it. I gotta research more of it a little bit. So like Goldman Sachs or something like that plays a big role in why the markets are. Obviously, there's the elite group and all that. Well, they're trying to make money into, and they're worried about the world economy and all that, the dollar. So there's a bit of a panic sell, and gold dropped, silver dropped, and it'll all come back. It just had to do a bit. It's been doing well for a while, so I had to kind of do a purge, a dump, and then it'll go back. It'll go back up. I think it's Venezuela, if it has something to do with that too. Because there's an oil market there, at least in theory. So yeah, anyway. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be a Monday meltdown or anything like that. It's just bringing up Bitcoin will continue to... Yeah, Bitcoin is kind of like the dollar of the digital. So not to say people here care, but what the spiritual community knows. Most of them are just scared of everything anyway. Or know everything, or whatever the fuck it is. But you have to do what you have to. You have to play the game. I'm playing the game, basically. you got no other choice. They're not, like I say, they're not opening up a door for you to leave. So you might as well play the game while you're here. Or you can just be stubborn and say you're not going to play, but you're still in it anyway. You're still here, so might as well make the best of it, whatever that means. Well, you can watch other people live a better life. And you just get to exist here. This is fun, isn't it? Yeah, well, not to say their lives are all that great, but either way, they like to act like it is, so. But either way, just gotta keep building and keep creating your reality and do the best you can, and just you're here for the experience, whatever that means. Yeah, the mentality here. That's where the programming comes in. No, society can easily disconnect from the program altogether. It doesn't mean everyone's going to die or something. It's just that the game, it turns into a different game, but it's not, this game is over. But, people become more neutral, more real with themselves. But, that's not going to happen. Good luck with that. But, yeah, it's like you have like a board game in your brain. And then you're playing different games, and it's just not, whatever they have to do for their soul growth, right? That's why this place is so difficult. And if you're not part of any of that, I mean, you're still part of the game, but you're not, I don't know, you're just outside of a lot of it, though. And then you're just like, the victim game, the savior game, the victim game, and the secret space program stuff. That's a lot of the victim game, or the delusional game, because it's so secret, it's everywhere. Okay, how does that work exactly? And you can't prove. We have super advanced technologies that no one's ever seen, really. But they keep talking about it, though. They got nothing else to do, right? Entertainment. Watch an episode of G.I. Joe. Feel better about themselves. Watch a Marvel movie. Yeah, that's the reality I want to be in right now. Yeah, well, you're here, so you gotta make the best of it. So anyway, but yeah, the crypto markets and all. Yeah, it's just it's a rich man's game, I guess. So yeah, it's here and there. They don't always know everything either. So it's just, of course, the aliens. And it just seems like everything's been going up for a while, and it just has to kind of like air out. And that's what's happening right now. And the Fed, the government has something to do with it. The Fed chair, so there's some panic there, I guess. So that's something to do with it. But other than that, it'll be all right. We'll survive somehow. But life is also about adapting, changing with the times. And, I have no choice. So, I don't know what else to say about the crypto stuff. Yeah, little by little, I'm going to talk about it more and more, because I got to bring some life back to my channel. I'm not going to talk about secret space program and all that freaking nonsense. It's like, there's mental illness out there that needs to be healed, and whatever. It's like a private club, I guess. Go swim with some dolphins and feel better about themselves, I guess, whatever that means. Yeah, it's like those that are programming people. Some of the podcasts I've mentioned that are programming people, they go swimming with the dolphins to try to make themselves feel better. It's like, yeah, we're programming people. Yeah, probably not for the best. Yeah, we're pretty much screwed. Yeah, we got a lot of karma for that. Enjoy the good life while they can, right? There is a video out there. I'm not going to post it, but there is a like the old guard, the old spiritual guard, the guys that are slowly dying in the spiritual community, not to mention names. Yeah, they know everything. They're the deep state, yada yada yada, and this whatever. Just an old person nothing better to do. Teaching the old guard, the younger guard. You can literally see them programming. Not everybody's going to see it, but it's programming the newer generation. I'm not going to show it, but is it disturbing? I don't know. It's just, they think they're doing the right thing, but they're just, like I said, continuing with the game. It's like, might as well just take a USB, plug it in, add all your nonsense to it, take it out, put it in another person's brain. And there you go, programming society. But people like being manipulated. People, a good portion, not everybody. They got to go through it, whatever it is, their delusion, their traumas, whatever it is, they have to heal through it. So many do want to go through this, obviously. Some of us don't. It's just like, some of them, not everybody, a good portion is making things more difficult for themselves than they have to. But, or some of them want to be horrible people and just think they're all that, and, or probably karma train just keeps on coming, huh? So humans here are, like people want advanced spirituality, right? Whatever that means. But it really has to do with programming, basically. So some people don't want to be programmed at all. Like, you're going to have some, but not new age, not, spiritual nonsense that's getting out of control right now on, the secret space program people. Oh, that's just PSYOP programming, the new age programming. We'll just go into some of that, just, and obviously there's those here that don't want to be part of any of that. You're going to have some. You have to function here somehow. You get up, you have to be part of the human. You're in the game somehow. You're still a player, and it's just the way it is. So you got to have a little bit. You have to know how to shower, yada, yada, yada. You got to do stuff. So it doesn't mean you have to play the mind manipulative games that others play. And they're playing it for whatever reason. But it is I don't call it, they agree to the PSYOP, basically. They mentally, spiritually, astrally agree to it. And so if you want, basically humans are organic machines, you can say. But this is why it makes this place so complicated, is the mentality here. And so, like I say, those that are not part of it, that want nothing to do with it, can still feel the programming of other people. And those that are, the PSYOPs and all that, you can blame the government all day long. They're going through their own PSYOP. So, the elites go through their own programming, yada, yada, yada. So this is why some people in the spiritual growth are alone. They have some friends, but don't have partners, because you're not part of the, because these people that brag about their relationships and all that, they're just two programmed people enjoying their programmed lives, basically. Some of them are NPCs. They're just bragging about their programmed, their PSYOP existence. The grass is greener there, right? I guess. So, but that's really what it is. It's just a human. I just see the organic human is technically, there's always, like I said, there's always going to be some kind of program, but some are taken to a whole new level, right? So it's like the mental video game. And so that's why you become more an observer. Well, you want to be an observer, or you want to be part of that crap? And the majority are part of that crap. Yeah, like some of the spiritual teachers are sellouts. Boy, is that the truth of it. Lifeless being, teaching others, whatever. That's such a morbid game. Whatever, man. Whatever works for you, right? I can show examples. I'm not going to do that. But some humans, even some spiritual teachers, look like freaking robots. So you talk about organic, and you get trashed by everybody. Everyone's crying. You got 0 followers on X. It's like, whatever, man. It's like when is society's going to, snap out of it? And you wonder why we don't want to be here. Because this place is a fucking joke. It's like a mental, inside a car wash. Just nonsense constantly. like even the conspiracy theory stuff, they take it to a whole nother. They live off, always some of them, not to mention names, live off of chaos. It's always this, victim, victim, victim. It's like, might as well just walk around with a victim dunce, helmet. So yeah, talking about a victim thing. Holy shit. That's what's his name? The big one in the spiritual community, or not spiritual, the conspiracy theory. But yeah, like I said, so the spiritual teacher that was, or whatever, propagandist was teaching the podcast kid, like they enjoy being. You can see it on his face. He's enjoying being programmed. It's like you put like a disc in his brain. It's like, here, I'm gonna take this disc out of my head and put it in yours. Now you're a program, enjoying it, happy, friends. You're gonna go swim with some dolphins. As a nice programmed person. They like the psyop. And you go against it, you get trash, and just like, why am I here? Because people love it. It's like, why are we wasting our time here? It's like, what's the point? So you're looking for advanced spirituality, is surviving those that have, allow themselves to be psyoped, and that's majority. There's different versions of it. I mean, not everyone's horrible, but quite a few of them are. Not everybody's terrible, but, there's just some are just like mentally torturing themselves, or whatever. That's why becoming more neutral, not judging, and just seeing, but you feel the impact of it. Just see the victimhood, the savior stuff. There's probably, the delusion. There's probably more to it than that. Even a lot of the religions, people are part of religion, a lot of that's the savior, but also the victim stuff too. So it's a mix of all. So, so our bodies are, are frail, basically. We get paper cuts by the end of it for the week, right? Just one scratch, it's like, oh, gee, that fucking hurt. It's like, but the mind is like out of control here. So the mind just disconnects from all the psyops, and some people are. And that's what this is all about. This is the hell period, you can say, of coming out of the matrix. But it's not, but you can't, it's not like you can like leave the planet. As much as you wanted to, because this place sucks. I don't care what anybody says. It's not the planet, it's the inhabitants that are here. Even the demonic beings, they're programs that just set themselves on fire, and that's a program too. That's another psyop, basically. They're like indulging in their destructiveness. But even the positive side can get overly positive, judgmental. The pretty people can become psychotic too. So you have like, the idea is to have some kind of middle ground. Well, save yourself, save your mentality. I'm not sure if you can save your mentality here, your mental state, because, it's just like even in the Matrix, what's his name? Cypher or something, wanted to go back into because being outside of it sucks. And, but it doesn't really work. Once you like unsee it all, once you see the program, the system, I don't know how you go back. I mean, part you might a little bit, but I don't see how that happens, because you're outside, you're mentally outside the gate. While others are just tearing themselves apart and everything. Their insecurities, whatever it is, like being horrible, and so on. So anyway, it's a mental game. So we just obviously we want to do better for ourselves. We want, obviously survival. That's nothing wrong, but just it's not like there's an escape plan. Not that we're aware of, and because the aliens, I mean, obviously some of them have their own issues, of course, but a lot of them don't. They're just really outside the system. But we're here to change that here, I say not to judge, just to be, do you want to be part of the program or not? Do you want to just say, like all this stuff like Trump's, like even if like we go to Mars, it's like, Yeah, but they're gonna be worshiping Elon Musk when you get there. We have a big statue of him. It'd be fucking. It's like, what is that shit? So anyway, that's just go there with a bunch of NPCs. It's like, fucking, can you go to a world where you don't have that? Is there a world that somebody's trying to go to a world where there isn't a psyop? There might be some, but nothing like this. But that's all this is. Like, one advanced spirituality is basically the mental psyop. You break out the mental psyop, obviously healing from traumas from other lifetimes and all of that. And we all agree to this. It's just you get sick of it, but it's not like I say. There's no way out. Not really. I mean, mentally yes, but still you gotta feel what other people are going through, and it's just we come here to help others escape. But it's not like you're like underground and you find a manhole and you climb it and you leave. I'm not sure if that's better. You're still on the planet. It's not like you can move to another planet. That would be better. And we just phone it in. You're on like Mars 3.0 or something like that. That doesn't have any psyops. It's actually greenery and all that or whatever. And you just help people that way. That would be a lot better, but no, we have to go through what other people are going through. It's just the way it is. I guess it's sympathy. I guess there's reasons for it. You don't have to like it, but you have to have. I think that's part of it. We just have to feel what they're. Like I said, it's like we're still in the oven, so you have to feel, to understand it better, to break out. Because you agree upon, like, mentally or astrally, whatever you want to say, you're agreeing to the program or you're not. And of course you have to go through whatever we're going through. Anyway, it's really just surviving reality mentally. That's what I think it's more advanced spirituality than anything. Can you get through other people's nonsense or your own nonsense for that matter? But man, some are just so locked into self-destruction or fear-monger, whatever it is, or just savior mentality, victim and so on, yada yada, self-debauchery. It's just not fun here, but oh well. So just have to. You kind of have to be I guess you have to be kind of like a monk in some ways. Just because, you don't have to, but society is so screwed up. It's as much as you want to be a part of society, you really can't be because they're too programmed. And they can sometimes I think they can see that you're outside of it, but they're not quite ready to let it go. It's like there's a line, like you're across the street. It's like I'm not to go after anybody, but they're still part of the mental game. So anyway, it's a weird, anyway, I don't know where this is all going. Just have to, it's going to be very slow, whatever is going on. I mean, obviously we're not looking for of course everybody's waiting for something, and it gets old. Wait for 2000, whatever, 37 or whatever. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows what comes down to it. You might get a date, but then that might change over time. It's always waiting. The idea is what you're doing now. What are you doing now to get through this reality the best of your ability? And then it's like you have one life or something like that, and you're wasting. Well, fuck it here. Yeah, the demonic beings want to say you're wasting your life here. And some are, but they're just drinking them. But those are the ones that are drinking themselves and throwing their lives away. That's different. If you're not drinking yourself and you're just trying to figure out your life, like you don't know where you're going. Like you're not destroying yourself. You're just trying to figure, like lost, trying to figure. That's totally different. That's not wasting your life. That's trying to figure this place out or figure out your place here and all that. That's the demonic beings like to say that because they're garbage. Well, the souls are garbage. My old boss is garbage. That old boss, that trash keeps messing with me. That trash will not leave me alone. I talk about the other entity I have to deal with. This thing just keeps showing up every now and then. What a piece of shit. Talk about a garbage soul that just won't let it go. You're trying to program me. It's not working. Yeah, my dreams are getting away from this programming. What is that shit? You're dead. Go away. Go back to the maggot trash that you're part of. Look at that. Look at that. And they just won't let it up. No matter how many clearings they do, garbage just keeps on trying. That just shows you how worthless his beings are. So, and it's part of the Luciferian energy. They're just gutter trash, basically. I mean, I never thought much of him to begin with when he was here. Also, I mean, yeah, it's one of those ones like, are they going to live forever? God help us. And of course, now they're dead, and they're acting like they're living forever. Just garbage beings. Just, let the trash die, and once the trash would stop messing around. So I'm bringing it up, and maybe it'll go away finally. Yeah, it's like you have this piece of shit soul that's cheats on his wife and all of that, and people are, the wife has to figure out, or the widow has to figure out that she agreed to being with a piece of shit. Well, she looked the other way, too. She probably saw the signs and looked the other way, so, there's some kind of soul on, figuring out. And I haven't said anything. I mean, I'll go to her and say, yeah, he's a piece of garbage. I'm not going to say that. It's not. She has to say it to me. It's like, so am I okay to say what I want to say? Because I haven't done that. Soul is dog shit. It's always been dog shit. So, anyway. So that's us breaking free of all, we have to go through, we have to be part of this psyop for whatever reason. I think some part of it has to do with compassion, you have to come into the ogre pit to break others free, get some understanding of it without judging. Nobody's perfect, but but then you see the crap that people put themselves through. And there's some of, I mean, I'm not say everyone's horrible. There's a lot of horrible beings here for whatever reason. They hate themselves or whatever. Whatever. They want to have fun here and at the expense of others, and whatever. Just whatever. So either way, just it's kind of like living in Tibet in some ways. Just outside the system, like your own little home, wherever you live is like a piece of Tibet. I think that's a good thing. Be outside all the chaos, and so of course there's probably some corruption there, but without the corruption. So anyway, all right, Monday's coming in. I don't think it's going to be some chaos, of course. Some are trying to create financial timelines and all that, but either way. All right, anyway.